Welcome to the All Purpose Podcast, starring myself, RJ Leary.
Yes, we're here.
And I'm Teresha.
And I am Star.
And today we have with us the lovely, the wonderful, the cool, it's all get out, Miss Jordyn Anese from
The
W.
very beautiful.
Jordyn.
Yeah. Trying to flirt.
We should do a drum roll.
Right.
Okay,
Or like applause or something, you know.
I mean, some sound effects for the girl. No.
She is, if you don't know, I'm going to tell you who she is. She is from WDZZ 92.7, the home of the Ricky Smiley Show, the heartbeat of Flint.
Period.
You know what I'm saying? Thank you for coming to talk to us
Thank
today.
you for having me.
It's
I
good
appreciate
seeing
being
you.
here.
Of course, I'm glad to have
It's
you.
always good to see you, RJ. It's really nice to finally meet
amazing.
you.
I know, right?
Yes, I've heard so much, and I'm like, you know
Same.
what? It's the perfect
Big
time.
fan. Big fan. So
Likewise.
Now we all get to meet and talk and chew the fat and chew the breathe.
Absolutely.
All right, so how was y'all's week so far?
It was great. Went by pretty fast,
Right?
but I'm ready to eat some barbecue.
Look, I feel like, does anyone else feel like May kind of went by kind of fast?
May has somewhere to go.
I feel like May had something to do.
For sure.
She had somewhere to be.
Definitely.
She said, I'm just passing through.
Felt like I skipped a couple of weeks. You know.
Right.
Yeah.
Did you have anything extravagant that happened this week? Anything
No, girl.
special?
I mean, my son broke my plant, but you know,
Not the plant.
girl,
Oh,
sad.
Wow.
I just look.
How long did you have it?
Oh God.
I bought it for myself on Mother's Day. I have a thing for orchids,
Okay.
and Target had them like on sale. So I bought one, and he was like throwing this hula hoop through my living room, and I was like, "Please stop throwing it."
Yeah.
And he stopped, and then he decided to start again. I was like, "You're gonna get a real whooping today." I
A
believe
real
it.
whooping. Oh, and he is so cute.
That's how you know a woman has really transitioned into her 30s when she started buying plants and loving them.
I love orchids. Oh my god,
Nothing
they
wrong
so
with
easy to take care of.
Look,
Yeah.
I'm a plant mom
Yeah.
now, so I have zinnias
good.
and iris Dutch, and it's on my balcony, and I sit and I talk to them.
Period.
I water them, you know what I'm saying? Put plant food. I'm doing all,
What'd
I'm
you
going
name
all
yours?
out. My plant, so the iris Dutch
Shut
is, no, the iris Dutch, that's Tallulah, and the zinnia plant is Talila.
Okay.
Don't know why, that's just what came to my brain. I said, bing, okay, cool. That's what it is. So,
Okay.
So me and RJ, and shout out to Veronica, we
Yep,
went
yep.
to Detroit Thursday for the open mic. Dub, shout out to Dub, he hosted it. It was a pretty good show.
It was cool. It was a good time. It wasn't like the first one. The first one had the hoes in it. This one wasn't.
Uh-oh.
It had it's a erotic open mic. Like they be doing erotic poetry, freak poetry.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Yeah. I had the first week. The first week was so nasty. I came back this week with a condom already on.
And he told the crowd this, by the way. 'Cause the first thing he said was, first of all, where the freaky women that was here last week? I said, oh Lord, I went to sink in my seat because
Yeah,
you know.
'cause you came with him.
Right, I'm like, oh Lord, because we're the only ones from Flint in here. They gonna know I'm with
You
them.
saw some of the same people from the first time.
Some of them. That ain't even the worst part. The funny part was I got high in the show because it's a
He did.
420 show. I got high.
Man, because every $15 you spend on food, you get a pre-roll.
Oh,
So we had like
okay.
$15 worth of food, like me, him, and
We
Veronica
had
all together.
$30 worth of food.
Right, so he got two. I don't smoke. Veronica don't smoke, so this fool don't need to smoke. But he was gonna get two pre-rolls. This fool was like, "Ooh, I am high as hell," and I'm like,
Oh my God, I'm scared of you.
And I when I'm high, I ask a lot of questions. So it was it was this chick went up. It was a chick went up. She it was the end of the night too. You know, you on an open mic you get like 5, 7, maybe 7 minutes. She did about 20 minutes, but she wasn't doing nothing but talking.
yeah.
Like I'm like, so I'm high as hell. So I kept tapping Teresha
He was like, "What is this?"
because she was just
What is she doing?
She was giving everybody flowers. She gave me my flowers. She gave Veronica flowers. I told Teresha she giving enough flowers to start a graveyard. God
right.
damn.
No, this fool kept saying, "What is this? This don't rhyme. Is this a
I'm
poem?"
like- I'm
Then
like-
he gonna say, "Is she performing a eulogy?"
Oh
I said
my God.
this poem don't rhyme.
I said, "She's just talking. She's not even performing."
What was
the
her
poem."
topic on?
She was just
Different
talking about
shit.
right. She just kept flipping. She was just kept walking back and forth. She talked about some
Had-
girl at a campus that got killed by the police. I don't know.
Had us follow like 5 people on Instagram. The DJ had to cut her off. Was like, hey, we gotta keep the show rolling. We gotta go home.
Right at some point, baby girl.
And then she started to recite her poem, but then she messed up and forgot the whole poem. So she said, "Let me talk to myself real quick." Played the poem on her phone, had it right here, but the mic here, so we can hear her talking along with
Oh my god.
Yeah, and then she still messed up, and then was talking along with the thing, and then put the phone down. Finally, the poem was just as long as the eulogy she gave. Then RJ was in the back telling something. Yeah, she gave an Easter speech, and then he kept tapping. Trash, what's that? What is? And then he texted me. What is this? I said, if you don't shh.
I text Dub. I text the host that. I was like, man, what is this?
What's going on? Let me know.
She did kind of get up there. So she didn't introduce herself. She didn't say who she was. Mm-hmm. She was just.
She didn't shout out her Instagram. None of that.
She did.
She shouted out everybody Instagram.
Everybody. And she was. It was cool at first. Her approach to the presentation, whatever it was supposed to be, it was cool. But then she kept going.
It's like, you know, when you be waiting, when you like Thanksgiving dinner and the motherfucker praying too long, you like, when we gonna and they like, you ready to eat, and they like, Father, thank you for the hands that blessed this. Father.
That was what she did.
And bless the souls of the ones who wasn't supposed to be here but came anyway. Let's, you know. And so I'm the kind of person I go, amen, as in wrap it up.
About the one to say yes.
Because I have an uncle that said, amen, Uncle Sonny, amen. Jesus wept. Please. Come on now.
You think with that amen that I ended.
No, he couldn't hear nothing. He didn't even hear it. But other than that, it was a dope show.
Yeah.
It was a dope show.
That's good.
Chicken was good.
That's good.
Let's jump into this. Do y'all feel like, did y'all, first of all, did everybody see Diddy's apology video?
Yeah.
Now, did y'all see, did y'all see that ass whooping he put on Cassie?
Why you saying
First
like
of all,
that?
You saying it like that is insane.
I'm sorry. Did you, I mean.
You know he's ignorant.
Especially because domestic violence is so real.
He kicked, he was kicked, she was limb, he was kicking her. You don't kick motherfuckers unless you hate them, okay?
Yeah, something wrong with him though.
Yeah, he said it was, but.
Child, that apology could go to hell just like
he was kicking her like, he was kicking her like, take that.
No. You going to hell with
You going to hell right with him.
Hey, she got paid. So look, how much she get off that lawsuit anyway?
I think it was like $40 million.
That's what I thought.
30,
I thought it was
50 million, something like that.
I'm like, yeah, exactly. She got paid. She can afford to. But
sick.
Do y'all feel like he was sincere with his apology?
No.
He only said it because it's out in the open now.
He got caught. Nice, sorry.
Now we see what happened. People may have said what happened, but we actually can see it now. That's you in a towel with them man titties. We seen you. You know what I'm saying? And we seen it. You threw something at her. You deliberately sat there
and threw a vase at her, yo.
Yeah.
Just to see he came from way out of the room, all the way down the hallway, down the other way.
They was like, why didn't she take the stairs?
Yeah.
Maybe she didn't know where they were. I don't know.
I mean, that's crazy to ask anyway, but I think for me, it's more so like, of course the apology was not sincere. When everything first started, when her lawsuit first came out in the beginning, he released a statement that said enough is enough. He wasn't doing these crazy things he's being accused of, all of these things. And now all of a sudden, it's like, I'm sorry, I don't like who I was, that person, and all these things. It's like, no, it took for this to come out for us to see in black and white, for you to feel away.
For you to actually say
and for
something.
you to say you did it. You knew you did that shit when you said you didn't do the shit in the first place.
Yeah, you did it when you did it.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, relax. On me and on everybody else. You could have kept the apology, or at least did something a little bit better and been a bit more honest about the fact that you was just trying to cover your ass in the beginning.
Yeah,
right.
Exactly.
Absolutely.
But to get on wax and to say you didn't do it, then to come back and be wherever the fuck you were trying to apologize, like, boy, get the fuck out of here.
Yeah. Right. That's just like, because she had endured that. Who knows what else?
No, absolutely. If you, I don't know if y'all have seen it. Other people have been coming forward with stories.
Of two other women, like I think 2 models. You know what I'm saying?
And then even his other artists, like Young Jock, was telling stories where he done seen dealing with them. Like he said one time he was in the club and the chick had half her head shaved, and Diddy came over like, hey, I want you to shave half your head.
Right. Instant
That's what he want. That's what I'm gonna do.
And then the Son too released the song, supposedly dissing 50 Cent, right?
He dissed a lot of people.
And then in this specific song, he's literally mentioning that they raided the wrong house, and that the house that they should have went for was next door.
That's crazy.
Like, this is crazy.
You're an idiot.
How dumb can you get?
You're an
Man,
idiot.
Dumb Diddy.
No,
Diddy Dumb
Jr.
Look, that has a whole new meaning now. That has a whole new meaning now.
For sure.
They got a whole new meaning.
Sure.
That's crazy.
I just feel like, I hope if, regardless of whatever it was, and he's saying he was a fucked up individual, or he was at that point, not saying was because you kind of still are,
No, he definitely still is.
Still is,
yeah,
you know
whatever,
what I'm saying?
You gotta think about this. And Charlamagne had a great point with this. He wasn't a young dude when this happened. He was like 40 something.
Right.
When you in your 40s, that's who you gonna be.
Yeah.
Like,
I mean, that monster was created. And then for me, even like Charlamagne saying something, even Joe Budden saying something, fuck y'all too. Because y'all didn't have anything to say. When it first came out, what if she lying? What if she, you had to see it in black and white? Man, fuck both of y'all.
Right.
You know what I mean?
That's why I don't put my 2 cents in.
Hey, I hear you, but still.
Because, like, you know how people be on, they be on the internet arguing about what happened, what didn't happen. I don't understand how are y'all getting into it. Like, y'all are getting into verbal altercations. It's like, you throw them, you know what I'm saying? It's like, it gets really, really aggressive. Why are y'all arguing about something that happened that neither one of us was there when it had happened? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, they could be lying. My thing with either of that is, like, when it was just out and it wasn't on video, nobody had anything to say. So keep it on the playground. You was on the playground before the video came out. Stay on the playground. Don't say nothing.
Yeah, they all like to play like they was on his side because they want to use that image that they just, you know what I'm saying? This image that
Diddy wouldn't do that.
For so long.
Oh no, I knew Diddy was a freak. I knew that nigga was weird.
I think we have been hearing that shit for years.
From that, when I seen that video, man, because he been trying to reveal who he is for a long time. Like that video that when he popped up on Fab and Jadakiss, why you want to party with me, man? Why man, when he did that, when he went live with that wig on, he was like, Atlanta, we coming.
Man, come on.
You know I ain't lying. Atlanta, we coming.
You know that.
And I'm leaving.
They got him on the radio to re-question him about what he said to Fab and Jada, and he was just like, man, I don't even. Oh, that's wild. Like trying to play.
That's wild. That's so funny.
And you know what grinds my gears? People be asking me, Usher was around Diddy for a while. I'm just like, you know what?
Yeah.
I know that. But you wanna?
He probably hit Usher little boy cheeks too.
Shut up.
We gotta be honest about it.
Listen, I wasn't there. I don't know. I ain't judging. All I'm gonna say is I wasn't there.
That's it.
I wasn't there. But if you see, when Snoop Dogg and Martha Stewart had that cooking show, right?
Yeah.
And it was Diddy, Lala Anthony, and Usher. They was all guest stars or whatever. And you notice Usher and Diddy was on opposite sides. Usher wasn't really interacting with dude, for real, whatever, So I'm just like, okay. But it had been a while since he had been around. You know what I'm saying? Out of all these years, he didn't have his residency in Vegas. I don't recall seeing Diddy there. Because every star that he's had there has been Instagrammed, or you know what I'm saying? It's there. Right. It's or video or whatever. Like, hey, every star that's in the audience, he shocked them out. Every show, because I went to both shows, and he did that every single time.
Right.
Yeah.
But Diddy wasn't there. So at the TV show, Martha Stewart and Snoop Dogg show, they was sitting down there, was eating at the end because they got done cooking. Diddy was like, Usher, how you been? I haven't seen you in a long time. And Usher kind of just curved. He was like, how much did we drink? Completely ignored dude, curved him, blocked him out. I was like, dang.
But that's the victim mentality, like how you treat. That's how people who how they act when they get around someone who's done them
things,
who violated them. That's that uncomfortability. You know what I'm saying? He Usher in the room with Uncle Charles right now. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Like, I'm an adult now, but I'm still like that little boy in me. Still like,
yeah.
Like, stay away from.
It's like a childhood trauma.
Yeah. But do y'all think that? I know, this wrong. Something, he did do something wrong. Not saying can it be righted, but and of course it can't be forgiven. But how do you think he could amend it? I know his image is probably tarnished completely because we already knew.
No, it's over with.
You know what I'm saying?
Image-wise, it's a wrap, but accountability is everything. Yeah. You know what I mean? Yeah. Like, in real accountability. Yeah. Not just like, what I did to Cassie was wrong, as if you didn't do it to anybody else, or as if nothing else ever happened in your entire life. Like, but accountability is a thing. And then, kind of like I've been saying for a while, everything that he got to do is between him and his God, whoever he believe in. You know what I mean? Like, you don't have to amend shit for me. The victims who are victims are victims. They got to live with that for the rest of their life. You know what I mean? But the way you even start to fix that or work that out is you got to be honest. Like, accountability is the only way for you to ever have anything. Will you be who you were before? Probably not.
Right.
You know what I mean?
It starts with yourself.
Probably not.
Because he done
self-reflection is everything.
Because he done lied for so long.
You know what I mean? Like you created a monster in this. You know, he was super untouchable for so long, and now you've been touched. You know what I'm saying? Like now you're touched.
Right.
So it's like, how you get out of this? The only way is for you to be honest. It's for you to be accountable. And whatever you lose, that's the cost of what you did.
That's the result of the bullshit.
Yeah, like that's your cost. That's the wages of what you did. You know what I'm saying?
But you want to know who I'm waiting on to say something? Who? If he ever gonna say it.
You better not say it. Oh my God.
Mr. Bentley.
Mr. Bentley.
I'm waiting on Farnsworth to come up and say something.
He's so far removed from them. He probably like that ain't got nothing to do with me.
I just want to know, like,
he moved away.
I just want to know. I'm just curious. That's all.
This nigga been saying that for like 2 months.
I'm just saying. Because you know he was there, and I loved Farnsworth Bentley.
Yeah,
I'm like, this dude is.
A lot of people were.
But you know the one thing I don't get though, that they saying he can't be charged for none of the stuff he did, right? Because of statute of limitations.
Yep.
How R. Kelly in jail?
I think he was continuously still doing that stuff.
Yeah,
I don't think it was
still
a thing
ongoing.
where he stopped. Like he never stopped. He was still freaky.
It was still freaky.
They
said it was still some people in whatever house it was. It was still people there as that was going.
You know what I'm saying? Like I think that was still kind of like actively happening.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
Even
at the
while
same
he was
time, I could be wrong, but I think that was still.
That's what I was hearing too.
Okay.
That's
you know what? Question. I realize this ain't really that bad of a situation for Diddy. This is a win-win situation for him. Like he might as well admit to it because, like, you gotta think about this. What's the worst that can happen to him? Worst case scenario, he get convicted, go to jail, get raped by street niggas. That's his Tuesday night.
Knew he was gonna say that.
I had no idea where he was going with that.
He does that on the regular. He does that on the regular.
No clue.
Oh, man.
I knew he was gonna say that.
They gonna be telling him take that.
Yeah.
They gonna reverse that.
He be walking up to people in jail. Hey, Playboy, why you ain't raped me yet?
Crazy. Crazy.
Did I go too far?
My heart.
Always.
If I was wearing pearls, I would clutch them so tight.
Did I go too far? I'm sorry.
Forever.
If I was wearing pearls, I would clutch them so tight. Speaking of trying to be forgiven, or possibly some sort of form of forgiveness.
Wait, hold on. Wait. Let's go to stars first.
What?
We're gonna go. Switch from that.
Let's go to stars first, just because that.
Detour.
All right. So speaking of all of that negativity, Diddy. All right, so we're gonna switch things into another perspective. The topic that I have on the table today: why do you think more people gravitate towards more negativity than positive? Could be in general and social media. So that's what I have in mind. But
negativity sells.
Yes.
Negativity and sex sell. You know, like I can post right now. Well, I'm not me because I'm too old, but 18-year-old right now can post. I just got accepted into Harvard Law. That shit gonna get 5 likes. Somebody could post. My homeboy just got killed. Everybody gonna be on that post. Or somebody, my homeboy going to jail. Free so and so. Everybody gonna be on that post. That's gonna get over. I might get 1,000 shares. Free Lil Monty.
Because motherfuckers is nosy.
Free little money.
Because people are nosy.
So it's just we have more of a higher percentage of people who just have that mindset or just, you know.
I think that's more of what's fed to us too, though. Like if you think about what we listen to, as far as like music goes, as far as TV, reality TV, you know what I mean? All that stuff, like that's what's fed to us more. So when we see that, we more apt to adapt to that versus then. You know what I'm saying? Like something that's not that or something that's a little bit more positive. Like it's just something that happens. And then like she was saying, we nosy by nature. Like we want to know.
Like, what
you talking about? Yeah. Like if I can get on Twitter right now and people would be like, yo, Flint Facebook is crazy. None of that stuff would be in my timeline. You know what I mean? But I'll be like, dang, it made it to Twitter. But eventually it'll come to wherever I'm at.
Eventually somebody will share it. You'll see it.
Like you're going to see it. But it's just like, it's a thing. You know what I mean? Like it's gossip. Like people feed off that. They eat that. Like, and especially even people who don't live that, people who don't have it in their life, that's entertainment for them. It's entertaining.
Because my life is boring.
Like, you know what I mean? Like when your life is boring, if you see
nosy.
that, it's entertaining at this point.
Like you say, you nosy, but you mind your business.
I'm nosy, but I'm not. Because look, you ain't
over
gonna.
there, but you listen.
You ain't never gonna hit. Like I will know everything, everybody involved. I will know what happened, how it started, how it ended.
Right.
But you never hid from me.
You know what?
I never repeated.
You know what? Because I do have a nosy old lady neighbor.
Oh Lord.
Yeah, she never really come out of the house, but when she do start stuff sometimes.
But when
if
she come out, she knows.
Look, when she come out, you see what happened over there. What's the name in the house last night?
Yeah, if we don't know, she always have all the information.
Look, if you want to share some information with me, cool. I welcome it. But guess what?
I welcome it. Big fan.
It's gonna come out. It's gonna come in one in ear, out the other, because I got other things that I could be doing. Mm-hmm. So that's just something just for the moment.
I think everybody got those type of neighbors though. At least one or two somewhere. They might be a little hidden, but they there.
No, shoot. The other day, look, my neighbors was arguing. I was out on my balcony. I was vacuuming the balcony. Trying to see what was going on.
Jeez.
But mine's like I said, my plants, my flowers are on my balcony. So I went out and watered them, even though I watered them already that day, early that morning. So sometimes I shift them, when the sun shifts.
Yeah, you move.
Old lady shit.
Showed this, yep.
Right.
Yes, and I'm proud of it. Right. And I was like, ooh, child, what didn't happen now? They always arguing. I'm like, what happened this time? So I went, let me vacuum my balcony. These little wood chips.
You just listening to everything.
Everything. Need to know.
Ooh, child, he did what? There. Girl, you ooh. And I was just, I'm dramatic. Yeah. But I am, hey, you know what I'm saying? But like I said, it's going to be one after the other. The next day, I'm going to forget.
Right. All
it's quiet where you live at, too.
Like, what? Yeah, it did happen. I don't remember. You can't ask me about it because I'm not going to remember because I'm not going to retain it. It's just for the moment.
Right, in the moment.
Then we're going to move on. But I am nosy. I don't mind knowing stuff, but like I said, you ain't gonna hear it. I ain't gonna repeat it. That's how people tell me stuff. That's why people tell me things because they know I ain't gonna repeat it.
You ain't gonna remember to repeat it.
But yeah, like she said, we feed into it. It's entertainment. Mm-hmm. But some people actually are kind of accustomed to negativity anyway.
And negative. It's just that's what we are used to as a like you said is what we used to. I mean, even like the shows y'all watch, like Bad Girls Club. You know what I'm saying?
I don't even watch that stuff like that.
Real
Housewives. Ain't even on no more.
But the people that do watch it, you ain't watching it. You ain't watching it to see everybody get along and be cool. You watching that shit like, I hope these bitches fight tonight. Yeah, beat that bitch ass this week. Get Trina. I'm tired of her shit. That's what y'all be watching that shit for.
Oh my God.
The negativity.
Like I said, entertainment.
Yeah. Negativity and sex are the number one sellers.
And that's why people, a lot of reality stars, that's why they leave those shows. Because they get tired. After a while, they get tired of it. Yeah. After a while, it's like, it's draining.
I can't live that. Like, I got a real life outside of this. I can't just be throwing bottles at bitches every week.
Yeah. Right. Even though we don't mind, but you know what I'm saying?
Right.
For the betterment of you know what I'm saying? That would be something that you can evolve from. And a lot of them have stemmed out and did their own thing.
Because I do remember hearing, I don't know how true it is, but it was somebody from one of those particular shows. And they would, when they got off the show, people would try to like mess with them, like just out in the world, like it'd be out shopping and try to try them. Yeah. They going off of that energy on what they seen on.
Not realizing most of that shit is scripted.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. But and produced for sure.
Produced, edited,
all the things.
Edited.
All the things for sure.
Mm-hmm.
That's why I'd rather watch.
You about to say porn. I heard that.
I thought she was going to say that.
I heard
That's crazy because I'm like, is she about to say what I think she
No.
I
swear to God,
I
would rather watch porn.
I was
she caught herself.
No, because
I was like, I didn't know she was like that. But
nasty.
I don't watch that one. Too, that stuff be scripted sometimes too. Apparently,
porn always be scripted.
Oh, exactly. So you know what I'm saying. I watch my own videos if I want to. Anyway, I'd rather watch RuPaul's Drag Race.
Oh, that's what you was getting ready to say.
I'd rather watch that because of course that's scripted too, kind of, sort of. But it's more entertaining. You know what I'm saying? Because it's competition wise,
and then you grew up, American Top Model, like all the Next Top Model, like all that stuff, like them competition shows, the singing shows, like
stuff that I like.
That's what like our generation kind of grew up on, but the newer generation grew up on reality TV. Because if you think about it, our reality TV was like Real World and Road Rules.
Yeah,
like you know what I mean, like
stuff
them competition shows. Those were competition shows. Even Jersey Shore was later. You know what I mean? But Real World and Road Rules, those were like competition shows, especially Road Rules. Like those was like competition shows.
I like Fear Factor growing up.
Yeah.
James, can you put the comments on the screen? You know how to do that?
So we can see what they say.
Don't ask me to read it.
Hey, shout out to Ashley K. Lee, by the way. She said, hey, y'all.
Hey, girl.
Hey, Ashley. Hey, girl. Hey, Hey, girl, hey.
I hope you're doing good.
If you can't do it, it's fine. If you're not able to do it, I ain't want to put you on blast.
Messages on there right now.
No messages yet.
Nobody chatting with y'all yet.
Okay.
Period.
She on my line.
It must be the one you shared. Maybe it's the one you shared.
Right.
Yeah, because it's not popping up on.
Okay. Let me see. Let me see if I can see something
Child.
from my end.
But
But yeah. So
Jinx with me, pop.
speaking of the whole the Cassie ass whooping.
We gonna beat you up before the
What
the
else?
night over.
She got it. I can only make jokes about it because she got paid from it. You know, she ain't a victim no more.
Oh, you saying so? If she was like injured from that steal, you wouldn't make a joke. But you say
no,
she in a happier time. She got paid.
She got compensated. She ain't got to work no more.
So you saying she good now?
Yeah, she got. If she got $30 million untaxed, she good. She ain't,
untaxed.
She ain't got to drop. She ain't got to drop Just Me and You remix. She ain't got to make no more albums. She good. So she can laugh at the shit too now.
But shoot, she might now. She might.
I mean,
she got this attention.
I feel like it might inspire her to do something more. I don't know. Might, you know, I don't know.
She ain't made
I
a.
don't know.
She ain't dropped shit since 2005.
Yeah,
A
that's
tell-all
probably
book, maybe.
that would probably be. I mean, I would
Maybe a
see. I
movie.
could see like writing a book, probably starting an organization,
Writing a
type
book or some shit
Yeah,
like that.
You know
Yeah.
what I mean?
Yeah.
But music wise, I just don't see it. 'Cause
She over
had,
with.
she, you know what I'm saying? She only did the one album or
Yeah.
whatever.
Right,
like
right.
Just Me and You.
It was
That's
cute.
probably, you know what I'm saying? That probably that's a whole different ball game.
It was a
Yeah.
cute little
Yeah.
bop.
Yeah, she had
Yeah.
some cute little bops, a couple little bops.
Yeah.
I think she just kind of. I think she would have just been better as a model. That's kind of what she was at first.
She for sure could. That could for sure be her lane. Because I still think she's absolutely beautiful.
She is.
She is.
Absolutely.
For sure. I wish she would have had a better run with the music, you know.
She shouldn't.
sadly.
Yeah, you never know what she could have developed into
Right.
being for sure.
Yeah.
She could have been a great performer. You know, she's not much of a singer, but as time goes on,
If you-
Yeah.
she could have developed her voice
Yeah,
into
yeah,
what it
for
could have been.
sure.
Just like
What
Vanessa
is it?
Hudgens.
Right.
Have you heard her voice lately?
I haven't.
Oh my goodness, she just won. The Masked Singer.
Okay.
She just won the Masked Singer.
Oh really?
Yeah, like just like was it
Recently.
last week? Yeah,
Okay.
just this
But-
past season.
If you think
Oh,
about
wow.
it, nobody that signed a Bad Boy
It's still doing something.
had a successful career except for Biggie, and he was trying to leave that motherfucker when he died.
Yeah.
Like nobody signed a Bad Boy is still working. Like even Craig Mack, who was his biggest artist before Biggie, you know what I'm saying? He fucked over Craig Mack
He did
to
everybody
make Biggie a star.
Yeah.
Here go the
did
brand
everybody.
new flavor in your ear.
He did
That
everybody.
was my shit. I ain't gonna lie.
I know
But
that's
no,
right.
so speaking of that, the whole situation. What's some for you? This is more for you ladies. What's some unforgivable things in a relationship that you can't let go or get past?
That's one.
One. That's definitely one.
Right.
Top,
Physical,
a
like
top one.
domestic violence is for sure one.
You can't.
That's
get,
crazy,
you-
Jordan. You seem like you beat dudes. Like
I don't.
you. Oh, she was serious about that. I'm just playing.
No, I mean,
She
I'm
might,
just
she
saying,
might
like,
hit you.
I don't. You know what I mean? Like I don't beat him. You know what I'm saying?
She might hit
I'm
you.
like, no, I don't. I might cuss at him a little
She would have
bit.
left right.
It got to be the way she said I don't. It was like it got to be a story out there, like where somebody thought you was finna hit them or something. Like you ain't. I'm gonna do some investigation.
Like they
Let me
flinched.
know. Let me know what you find.
Right. Let me know too. You know I'm nosy.
You
Let
ain't
me
gonna find
know.
nothing. You ain't gonna find
What? Yeah. So what are some unforgivable things for you? Like what's your list?
Stealing, cheating, lying.
Stealing is crazy. Like,
Cause it's true.
What you
stole
think?
from
Cause
you?
it's true.
What
Somebody
you,
stole from you?
what you think? Crackheads?
Girl,
No.
I'm scared of you.
No. Long story short, I was really young.
Wait, I
It
knew
was
you ain't
not-
finna tell that story. Oh, go ahead. Go
No, it's still long story short. It was my first adult boyfriend. I was like 20, 21.
Okay.
Something tragic happened. He kind of fell into a depression, but I still stayed because he's not a bad person. He was never a bad person. He was just in his mind. I don't know what happened. We went. I forgot where we went, but we came back, and I'm like, I'm too tired to drive. I'm just gonna stay over. Which I
Watch
spent the night.
Watch how petty Teresa is.
I'm not petty. I didn't even do anything.
Listen to the
So I went to sleep over here. I'm like, I'm finna, take a nap. You know what I'm saying? Then I'm gonna leave because I didn't have none of my stuff to stay over. You know what I'm saying? It was still kind of early. I was tired. And I'm like, pass me that pillow and that blanket, can you? Then he was like, oh, that's gonna be $5. I was like, man, whatever. But before we got back to his house, he asked me, because he quit working. He also found the new religion. He became Muslim all randomly as hell one day.
We don't need that
So
much
he
backstory.
said, oh, I don't have to work. God will provide for me. So he was asking me for money. I told him no. right? Because you know what, you right. Let me quit asking you because I'm a man. I could, you know what I'm saying? He kind of started to be like petty, started talking shit or whatever. So I went to sleep, woke up. A couple days later, he came over, and I'm like, oh, you know, I'm gonna order a pizza. Went in my purse, went to go get my cash out. It was gone. I said, do you remember? Did you see what I did with that money that I had in my purse? And he was like, oh, remember when you asked for that pillow and that blanket and I said it's going to be $5? And I was just like, did you take the money out of my purse? And I was real calm when I asked him, and I had my eyes closed because I'm just like, I know this man did not. He was a little older. He was more experienced than me, and he had been married, he had a kid, you know what I'm saying? So I'm like, oh, my mom and my daddy, they taught me this, they taught me that. I got morals, I got respect for this, and you know what I'm saying? He talked himself up so highly.
Yeah.
For you to take it out of my purse when I'm asleep after you asked me and I told you no, and then you made it seem like it was just a joke. And he was like, yeah, remember when you said, but he was laughing. So I'm like, did you take the money out of my purse when I was asleep at your house the other day? And then he was, so soon as he said yes, but
you rocked the shit.
Popped him upside his head, glasses flew off his face.
So
and I start crying immediately because I'm just like, damn, I didn't want to.
So
it was a reflex.
So you committed domestic violence over $5.
No, it was 10 actually. My bad.
So petty. 500 pennies. You so damn petty.
It wasn't the money. It was the principle. Because I would give you anything if me and you together, me and you, we friends. I would give you anything. If I got it, you got it. If you don't have it and I have it, it's yours now. And he knew that. You know that. Everybody who knows me knows that. So for you to do that to me. I know anything could happen. I don't think I'm above. I don't think I'm highly of, I don't think I'm above that.
Girl,
you know what I'm saying?
You ain't never got to justify none
so
of that.
The fact that was the case, I was hurt because it happened, and I was hurt because not even him. It's not even the fact that I'm not gonna say he made me do it. I let myself do that. And I was like, damn, I felt so, to this day, I still
you clown on this man for $5.
I didn't clown. I popped him one time upside the head.
I feel so you beat on the man for $5.
I didn't beat on him. I popped him upside his head. Like I said, I didn't punch him. I just whacked upside his.
The fact that he even thought it was okay to go in your purse.
I feel like Cardi B right now.
But get this though.
Broke women don't deserve no dick.
Whatever. I had a job he didn't anyway. So okay, right? So, and the crazy part is, I'm like, this was like months ago. I'm like, can you go in my purse, get my charger real quick for me? He was like, no, my mama told me not to go in a woman's purse, and he handed it to me. I'm like, well, I'm sitting right here. I asked you to get it out. No, I get it. I get you, but my mama told me not to go in a woman's purse.
But you went in there and got that little money out.
When I was sleeping, and you asked me, and you said because you wanted to buy some weed. I'm like, you need 1, get a job. 2, I'm not supporting your habit. 3, no, that's my chicken wing money.
What habit? I knew he was a crackhead.
He smoked weed.
He smoked weed.
He smoked weed. But no, and like I said, that something, and I still to this,
that's the principle. I can't believe you even feel bad. That's crazy.
Cause like I said, I don't condone that.
It's the fact that you so aggressive, like he stole the rent money or something.
So what? I don't care what it was. Don't steal shit from me. Right. Don't go in my purse.
And I'm at your house.
Don't go in none of my private shit, especially while I'm asleep or if I tell you no.
Exactly.
Are you crazy?
And even in the fact that you did the opposite of what you said, you were taught from your mom and your dad.
I get that, yo. I do.
But
you couldn't let $5 slide.
It was 10.
Cause you know what?
It don't matter if it was 10.
She would have let that slid.
He would have did
it again.
He'd have took it up.
I was like, oh, she didn't trip. You know what I'm saying? No, I tripped because one, like I said, I could have got my eyebrows done. I could have bought some chicken wings.
He would have went for a 50.
Man, he would have continued to do stupid shit like that. And that was like, and we talked about it, you know what I'm saying? We wasn't cool like we had been before. But that's why we ended up just becoming more distant because he kept doing more shit. But he wasn't doing things. He was just talking mess. And I'm just like, I can't even do it no more, bro. You know what I'm saying? I'm just like, that can't. And I'm like I said, I'm still, to the day, I'm like, dang, I still feel bad because I ain't even that kind of person. I'm not that kind of girl at all. It's the principle because you can have anything that I have. Anything that I have is whatever's mine is yours.
He won't do it again. I bet he.
The next girl, he might actually get 2-pieced.
Now that we got Petty Patty out the way.
I ain't Petty Patty, child.
Jordyn, what's your list? What's your list of no-nos?
I don't like people who don't have integrity, so that would have pissed me off. No integrity, handsy, you know what I'm saying? Domestic violence, that's crazy.
Define handsy.
Domestic violence. Like,
That's
you
it?
put your hands on me. Like,
That's
you
it.
try
Like,
to fight
so
me or anything like that.
so your guy can't touch on you though. You ain't one of them.
I ain't talking about that. That's crazy.
Okay.
That's crazy. Who you think I am, a nun or some shit?
I was just
I was just trying to
it be
see.
some chicks that don't want to be touched in relationships. That don't want to be.
Crazy.
What?
Yeah, like
Affection wise?
yeah, it be
No.
chicks that you got to get. I've messed with women that I had to get permission to touch because.
Right, okay. She didn't
want
like
you
you.
touching her.
She didn't like
She
you,
didn't want
baby.
you touching her.
No, get in. Cause what the fuck, RJ? Who are you fucking with?
I've met like I ain't gonna put the biz motherfucker. I blocked her anyway. Like women that have been through some shit, like been hit and stuff, and stuff like that. A lot of
you do
time,
have to tread lightly.
that
If, you know, if they've been through different people, have been through different things. But at the end of the day, if we like you, we like you. You know what I mean? But for me, it's domestic violence. It's the lack of integrity. And then I don't really deal with men who don't have like a good, like not a good reputation, but just really don't fuck with women. You know what I mean? Like, cause I know it sounds like what that means to RJ probably, but it's some men who really don't fuck with us for real. Like, they like our body parts, and that's the end of it. And you can always tell by the way they carry themselves around women, by the way they talk to women, how they interact with women. I always believe in like putting some time on some shit, cause I could think you fine, and we can have some conversations, but I gotta put some time on the shit,
Like
and I
morals.
can tell you.
You want a guy with morals.
For sure. What you want?
I don't come off as one of those men.
For sure.
I do for real.
On my mama, you do.
I told him that already. He asked me, was he toxic? I said yes.
My mama, you do.
He
But
just
I mean,
asked
it
me.
just, you know what I'm saying? And that's just me.
And
This
that's
is not a woman across, like women across the board don't feel like this, because y'all get play. You know what I'm saying? That genre of men, they get play. But like from me, I'm going to put some time on it. Like, I've watched this year alone, I've watched a couple men cosplay Loverboy to try to fuck me. And I think that it is very entertaining.
It's funny.
Never give him a time of day.
It's
but
funny.
I think that it's
She's
funny.
hurt my
And I know
feelings.
for a fact that you don't, you know what I'm saying? Like, you don't want shit. You don't want nothing. But it's just like always this. You're going to do it, so you're going to be entertainment for the group chat at this point.
That's
Exactly.
crazy. That's crazy. Hold up, we got
Insane.
pause. That's crazy.
Insane.
You really think I'm like that though?
I've told you this before.
RJ, the proof is in the pudding, sweetheart.
What? And okay, you have been around for some fucked up moments, like that moment with Lola on Facebook.
For sure.
That wasn't my best moment. That was, it was funny as shit though. You got to get that.
I mean, you're going to find comedy and tragedy all the time.
But
But other than that, like, it's a thing. It's a different thing. You know what I mean?
but
Like,
I love women. Just to be
of course,
clear.
yeah. You
Of course.
of course y'all do.
I be writing chicks poetry. Nah, okay. I'm real
Of course
quick.
y'all love women.
Real quick. Is Barshell one of the men too?
No,
That's bullshit. That nigga way worse than me.
I don't think so.
That nigga way worse.
I don't think so.
Now I disagree. That nigga is way worse than
That's
me.
my dog. He has his moments for sure, but at best, you know what I mean. Like he care about women.
I feel like
I
honestly,
care
one
about
day,
women.
I feel like honestly, and this is from me being around them, like together,
No,
and
for
then
sure.
just know, because I know him more than I know Barshell, but at the same time, I'm not stupid. I can read
Yeah, no,
people.
for sure.
So I feel like one day Barshell, I think he has the ability to
Ain't
one day
this a
actually
bitch?
settle down. You know what I'm
For sure.
saying? But this one,
That's crazy. I've been married.
And
but yes,
He
but
threw that in
why?
there.
But were you married for the right reasons?
Hey, that ain't.
Okay
hold up,
then.
nah, hold
Okay
up,
then.
that ain't-
Okay.
Yes,
okay.
yes,
All right. Anyway.
I got married.
That don't mean shit. A lot of people done got married.
I got married. I got married, took care of other people's kids, and I got cheated on. How I don't love women. I be writing bitches poetry. I don't be calling these bitches.
You don't?
I don't.
Child.
I'm saying it right now because of entertainment purposes, and I don't know all their names. You know what I'm saying?
period. Okay.
The views and opinions of
I am a.
Wait,
No.
where George at? Where George? The views and opinions.
I am a man that loves.
Okay.
I'm a man that loves women. Okay.
Check the comment box.
And I never said that you didn't like it. I
got
never
none
said
yet?
that y'all don't love women, but I just it's there. Y'all know what I mean.
No,
love women.
I'm a
The
support-
ladies get what
You
I
love
mean.
women.
I'm a supporter of women.
The girls that get it.
I'm an ally out
The
here.
girls that get it,
And
they
I
get
get
it.
it.
If you were an ally, you never would have made that Cassie joke, sweetie, ever. And that's just on my mama. Comedian or not, sweetie, never. But I'm not mad at you because that's who you are. It's entertainment. You need the people to click, view, talk all of that. I get it, Joe Budden, but you are not.
Joe
You are
Budden
not
is
a
insane.
supporter.
That is crazy.
You are not a supporter of women like you
I
think.
explained like she ain't still
Yep,
getting beat.
see, right. See, because you still think that's funny. Like,
I'm
and
not-
that's crazy.
I'm
to
not.
me.
No.
That's crazy.
I'm not.
You can
not.
do whatever you want to do, but it's still crazy.
She said, do you boo, but still, like.
It's still crazy.
At this point, she done came up from it though. Like I ain't
Yeah, it
talking
don't
about,
matter. It don't. I mean, did she come up? Did she?
got
Because
30 million.
mentally, I still gotta sleep with that at night. Like mentally, the man I'm married to still gotta deal with the fact that I'm
And-
not okay. 'cause
You
somebody
and-
beat
you know
my
what?
ass.
Like my granny used to say.
It's surfaced again now.
No,
she
for
has
real.
she has to
She gotta
relive it.
relive all this.
She
shit
gotta
again.
relive it.
We're all seeing it
She
now.
got to relive it with $30 million.
That don't mean
It don't
nothing.
matter.
See, the
That's just money in her pocket.
Money
Like
don't.
my-
money
But
don't
we
mean
having
them
this
problems don't
conversation
Like
to
my granny
say
used to
that
say-
you're not a supporter of women for real,
Like-
my nigga, because
Yeah.
you're not, and it's cool. Like I'm not mad at
Listen,
it. Ain't
okay.
nobody mad at it, but the truth of the matter is, you love women, you like what they have to offer you, but you're not a supporter of women like that, and
No.
that's cool. People like me just wouldn't fuck with you for real.
Hold up, wait, no, I am offended. So I'm
offended.
no, for real. It's not about not being a supporter of women, but it's just about like she got her reparations.
Oh my mama, I hear you.
That's money though. Money
things.
can't money
So,
can't go
okay,
back and
okay,
fix what
you know what?
happened.
Listen, and I'll put myself. I got molested.
Okay.
I went to therapy for that shit. But if that nigga sent me $30 million, we forgiven. We good. We good.
Right.
Okay, I guess I'm not getting nowhere with this.
So you
one.
It's
kinda
just like
feel like
an
the money
undebatable
of-
thing because the proof is just in the pudding. You know what I mean? Some things either you have it or you don't. You know what I mean? Like you see what I'm saying? You see what I'm saying?
I think the offensive part is, how do you feel like Barshell is a supporter of women?
Let me say this. I ain't gonna say he is a supporter of women. Okay? I won't say that. I won't go that far. And I won't even show my biases to being like one of his best friends.
That
But-
it's giving bias right now because that nigga way worse than me.
I'm not gonna say that. I ain't gonna say that. Y'all niggas might teeter on the same totter, nigga. But he ain't worse than you. You know what I'm saying?
That nigga definitely worse than me.
I don't think so. I think y'all really neck and neck. You know what I'm saying? You feel
I
me?
occasionally might say something crazy. That nigga getting the full on blown. I ain't gonna throw my nigga under the bus, but it's bitches want to fight that nigga out here in these
some
streets.
bitches that want to fight you too.
Yeah.
Oh my mama.
Yeah.
So y'all probably teeter. I don't see worse, but for sure.
It's like,
For sure is okay. All right.
it's like the Libra
All right.
scale.
And
You
I
know
ain't
what?
gonna say right. And I ain't gonna say he is a supporter of women or not. You know what I'm saying? Like in the true fashion of that being my friend and him being absent, I ain't gonna say no shit where he can't defend himself. You know what I mean? But yeah, y'all niggas about neck and neck. Let's leave it at
Okay.
that.
All right. You know, I'm about to go donate some money to a battered women's shelter since I got.
That don't mean nothing.
Because you're still going to say, look, I gave them
Listen,
money. They should be okay
niggas
now.
give money to causes to wash their sins every day. Every day. It's somebody donating right now to wash their sins. You still going to hell?
That's
You
crazy.
still going to
Still
hell.
going to hell.
You
you
know
might-
what? I'll accept that. I'll accept that.
Might not be
gotta
there
take
for
it to
long.
the chin because there's some shit that I probably got to, you know what I'm saying? I had to eat at one point. I remember niggas telling me like I was emasculating and shit. I get it. I was. Shit, because fuck y'all. Now I'm not. But back then, you know what I'm saying? Like, absolutely. Fuck you.
It's growth.
No, for sure.
That's what I
Some
call
of my
it.
closest friends are women. They love
So,
me.
you sound like a white person who I'm not racist.
Yeah, that's how I feel. That's how I
Friends
feel.
are black.
Zachary
So
loves
what?
me. Zachary comes up to my house and eats all the time. Like,
So
nah.
what? So what? That don't
Alright.
mean nothing.
All right then. I'll take that. I'm not a supporter of women.
I mean, you just gotta rock with it sometimes. Sometimes you gotta take it to the chin. But
Why you looking at me?
That's my list. So
You
now,
know what?
So bring
you
it
know
back.
what
That's my list.
You know what I say? Instead of me not being a supporter of women, shout out to my nigga Dave Chappelle. I am a victim blamer.
Victim blame.
Whatever you gotta do to make yourself sleep at night.
I'm joking. That was a joke.
That was.
Whatever you gotta do.
I was waiting for you to elaborate on that, like a woman, a victim blame. What that? What,
Nah, cause you ain't see it
Yeah, if
special.
you
where
ain't see it, you missed
I
it.
ain't
Yeah.
see
for
it
sure.
yet.
Okay.
Now I'm gonna go watch it.
he was like,
That's-
he said, what did he say? He was like, Michael Jackson's molesting kids over there. What were those kids wearing? No.
Oh,
that was
because
a
a
joke.
woman joke, like what you wear doesn't define of how somebody.
No, you
I get it.
thinking too deep. It was that.
No, I'm not. I know what you're saying. I just had to. I'm just analyzing it. Anyway, Star, did we get your list?
Yes. Well, no.
No, you
I don't
didn't.
think you
You
did.
did. We
No,
didn't.
no, 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 no.
I got attacked. I got attacked.
We didn't get attacked.
You didn't get attacked.
Oh my
You
mama.
didn't get attacked.
He felt like he did. He felt like he did.
Everything that y'all kind of touched on as far as like the domestic thing, I'm not with it. That wouldn't slide. Also, males who abuse children. You know, 'cause I have people in my family who I'm related to who actually went through that. So, yeah, that ain't gonna slide.
No,
and I'm
for
very,
sure.
very protective of children.
Yeah.
So, liars, manipulators, backstabbers, and you trying to put on a front in front of me or anything. But
Yeah, all
like
that
I
stuff.
said, at the end of the day, for kids, you know,
Yeah.
the abuse of children, big on that.
No, for sure.
Touch one, yeah, it's going down. I don't like to put my hands on people, but yeah, for
It's
that,
the principle.
yeah, for that.
It's the
understand it.
principle.
Is there anything
For
that could be? Is there any way? Is there anything that could be forgiven? At all?
I think anything could be forgiven. Like, I think sometimes we think of relationships and we kind of think of it as me and the other party. Like, y'all don't think of it. Other people don't think of it as like, this is a team setting. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But in a relationship, this is like my partner. You know what I'm saying? Like, and one of us cross a boundary, we can decide if that's something that we want to forgive or if that's something that we both are like, or I'm like, I can never come back from that with you.
Right.
You know what I mean? And that just depends on, I think it just depends on what the team look like. You know what I mean? Like, is the team strong where we already on shaky ground? Because if we was already on shaky ground, baby, it's gone. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, ain't no salvaging that. But if we on solid foundation and something happens, you know what I'm saying, within a team, is it something that we can we can reconcile, like, between both of us, that we both agree and are comfortable to do the work for? Like, if it's me who fuck up, am I comfortable to, you know, like, get back in line, or do I want to stay where I'm at? And then if it's you, are you gonna be okay to get back in line, or do you want to stay where you at? Like, because that's really what it is. You know what I mean?
Yeah. You know, and I also think it's about keeping people out your business.
Yeah.
Oh, there go my list. That's my.
That's the thing.
That's so. This is the.
That's gonna always be the thing.
This is This is the thing, and I never date another cancer again.
I'm screaming that you got a whole issue with a sign.
Every cancer, you a cancer?
No.
Oh, every cancer I ever dated, they talk too much, and they tell our relationship business and it's, I'm not a bad dude, you know what I'm saying? But like, we have a simple argument or something, bitch got to tell her sister, tell motherfuckers, her friends, you know what I'm saying? My ex Aaliyah, she had this gay best friend. She used to tell this shit too, and.
Shout out to Aaliyah.
Yeah, shout out to Aaliyah. She tell her gay best friend, I'm like, hey, I will whoop his ass. I beat this nigga ass. But it's because all it does is because if we gonna make up and you gonna forgive me or I'm gonna forgive you, we gonna be straight tomorrow. But they gonna have this image of me in their head. You know what I'm saying? You're not gonna go back and backtrack or shit you said to them. Like, oh no, I was wrong or this and that. And that ruins relationships. That ruined my marriage the first time. You know what I'm saying? Because everybody had opinions of me that weren't exactly true. It was one-sided.
Right.
So that's one, like, we got to keep our big, because I'm not telling, you know what I'm saying? With my wife was telling everybody our business, going around telling them. I wasn't telling motherfuckers she only took 7-minute showers.
I really would love for you to get into the gates, but I don't know. I don't know if you're going to
He
get
might
into
not
that.
make it.
My boy
He
said,
might not make it.
I ain't tell nobody she
I ain't
took
saying
people be
7
like,
minute
son.
showers.
I'm just saying, like, I wasn't going around telling biz, you know what I'm saying? So that's the thing. And then the thing Jordyn said, which is really good. I love you again. I was mad at you for a minute, but this made me love you again. I was finna unfriend her on Facebook when we left here. But nah, when she said, I'm just playing. When she said, what kind of team do we have? You know what I'm saying? Because that is like, I need, so this is unforgivable for me. Like, we got to be together for the right reasons.
Yeah.
And we got to be a team. Like, I'm the type of dude that takes care of his woman. Like, whatever you need, I got you. MCM bags, Yeezys, you know what I'm saying? But understand, life happens. You know what I'm saying? So I might fall off 1 month. Like, you got to be my partner and lift me back up. I don't need a woman to take care of me, no shit like that. I'll give you an example. Why my marriage failed the second time. When I was taking care of shit, paying her mortgage and my rent, I was making $200K a year, shit was good. But as soon as this nigga fell ill, I became like a car.
Right. Okay.
And you just replaced me. You know what I'm saying? You went back to your old boyfriend because I was sick. Couldn't, you know what I'm saying? Wasn't bringing in money. And we supposed to be for better or worse.
Right. We supposed to be a team.
Yeah. What kind of team do we have? Like you bailing out on me. You doing the LeBron, you know what I'm saying? You going in the coaches.
You trading.
Yeah, you going in the coach's office to get rid of me immediately.
No, for sure.
But yeah, so those are my list of no-nos. I don't got very many, you know what I'm saying?
I think a lot of stuff like we like to break down the list and make it like 27 things, and really
it's really not
integrity. You know what I'm saying? Like integrity really covers the multitude of most of that shit. But like where your integrity hits, you know what I mean? Like, and for women, a lot of times, I think, and I can speak for me, like, when we don't put time on shit, like, we miss all of the little things. Like, if you don't put no time on that shit, like, I swear to God, you would be with somebody and fuck around and find out this nigga is crazy. Yeah. Or, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's always, the signs is always there. Like, anybody who I was with in the past, like, I might have, in the end, came out and was upset, but, like, after I started going to therapy in 2018, so, like, I'm going to therapy, and I'm thinking back on the people who I was in relationships with, and I'm like, all that shit was, like, literally, like, right there. If I just would have put some time on the shit, I would have known. You know what I'm saying? Like, I would have known better.
Right.
But you live, you learn, you grow.
And I'm toxic, too. That just made me think of therapy. I was going to therapy. I was getting so much better. Then I started trying to fuck my therapist.
It's giving Lifetime.
It's giving.
Lifetime.
She was fine as shit, though. She looked like Tia Mari. And Tia Mari was like my crush. So
Okay.
Yeah, but no. Back to before I made it awkward.
Right,
because like you ain't gonna say you was going to therapy, then you say you was trying to get with your therapist.
I mean, it was the truth.
That's why. So that's why you quit going.
You seen her? Shit, she fine as hell.
She is very pretty. I don't think she's look like Tia Mari, but
you a hater.
I ain't no hater.
Don't be a hater all your life, man.
You take one to know one, sir. Anyway.
Touche.
Anyway,
but yeah,
that's why he quit going.
No, we just on air. I ain't go back and forth with you on the live because we go all night.
No, we wouldn't. I'm tired of you already. I'm just kidding.
What we got next?
I'm just kidding. So I did. You know, I was thinking back, you know, people that we've grown from over the years, you know, like as we were talking about forgiveness, you know, thought about some friendships. And I can honestly say I always try my best to do right by people. Friends, relationships, whatever. But it's some stuff that's like, dang, like, why did that happen? You know, it's in the friendship. So one of the things that I remember, you know, going around your friends, you meet their parents. If you're around them enough and if you're close to them, you meet their close, you know, their immediate family, mom, dad, sister, whoever. Have y'all ever had an experience where any of y'all friends' parents was like, had an attitude that was mean to y'all for like no reason? And it's like, can't even mess with you because your mama or your daddy, you know what I'm saying? Like,
I know one of my friends from like elementary. Well, I was very, very young. That mother was really, really, really mean. I mean, she was mean to everybody. She just
so she was willing to. So she didn't like really have like a filter. So when she had company, it's just like, you my kid told me I'm fussing at you, I'm fussing at her. I mean, all y'all getting fussed at. It
was kind of probably far beyond that because see, she was a woman who actually, instead of calling her children, she would use curse words. So I said, oh, she wanted them tight. She called her daughter the B word. Like we only like 8 and 9. I mean, you can't call her what you named her. I mean,
right? You gave her the name.
I mean,
you got a name? Did you forget?
You call. I mean, my friend do have a name. I said I'm ready to go.
It's like secondhand embarrassment. Like, okay,
my last time over there because I said, ooh, that's real strong. Call your daughter a B and she only 9.
Like, dang, that is
her.
Yeah. So other than that, I mean, she never called me out my name, but just being around that type of energy,
right? Because
being around that type of energy, yeah.
Because if that would have happened, I would have called Patricia. Patricia would have said, "You ready to come home? Okay, go outside and sit in the car. Wait for me."
Yeah,
Patricia would have been like, "Look, go sit in the car."
Normally, sometimes people say, you know, if you get yelled at and your friend get yelled at, and you over there at their house and y'all running around the house, you kind of
catch it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you catch it too.
You know. So
I've had that happen before, but those are like parents who normally are like my parents love or my mom. You know what I'm saying? Really like. But other than that, like I've never been called like the troublemaker or no wild shit like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Not me either. It's just my friend. My mom, her mama was just, I don't know what the hell wrong with her. My mama said she was crazy. My mama said she was crazy because my mama know her mama. So what happened was, like, I know her mama was back in the day. You know, parents back in the day. That's how you know. Forever ago. Me and my friends are riding around. This was when we was grown. Now we're adults. We're adults, old enough to buy liquor and stuff, right? So we riding around, and I'm gonna go take my mama some lunch or whatever. I'm already riding with her. Okay, cool, whatever. So we pull up to her mom's job. I'm thinking she just finna ask her what you want. She could have called her. I wasn't thinking. It didn't matter. Whatever. We pull up to her mama's house. Her mama get in the car, right? And we go, where we go? I can't remember. Well, I think we probably went to Big John, somewhere close by her job. And, you know, we all get food or whatever. I thought you meant you was going to take her lunch. Not take her to lunch. You could have dropped me back off at the crib. I live down the street from you. I wouldn't have cared. Whatever. I guess it was convenient because we was already over there. I was in the car. Whatever. I wasn't tripping. You know what I'm saying? Most of my friends' moms love me. Well, not most, all.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because I'm that, you know, I'm like the old lady, so I kind of can relate to you and your mama. You know what I'm saying?
I'm screaming.
You know what I'm saying? I was just taught to be respectful to adults and other people, right?
Yeah.
So when we take her mom back to work now, she looked at me. I'm in the backseat. She looked me in my face, looked at me. Go tell her daughter, next time you come and take me to lunch, come by yourself. And I'm sitting in the back seat. I was like, oh, I didn't want to come. I didn't ask her to. I didn't say, oh, I want to go with you. We was already out and about. What you mean, come by yourself? I didn't have choice.
That's funny.
I was like,
I mean, that wasn't exactly mean though. She might have wanted to talk to her
I
daughter
was
about
gonna
some
say
shit.
she could have had something she wanted to say.
Yeah, that's
And while she could have waited,
she
you were
could have said
offended.
that when I wasn't in the car.
That's what I'm saying. So you were offended. I get it. But
And for her to
Yeah,
look at me,
but-
for her to make eye contact with me, then say that is different. If she would have
To
like
keep it 100, I respect her for saying that in front of you instead
Low
of
key.
waiting until you got out the car. Like I respect her.
Low key,
Regardless of
like,
whatever,
you know what I'm saying?
I'm
Like,
just like,
but I get that you was offended. I definitely understand.
Like you,
being
yeah,
offended,
you
but
have, but I mean,
as if I wanted to, as if I asked, can I go with you to go take your mama to get something to eat?
but
I was in the car already.
That's more of a personal thing. Like she didn't, come at you. She just like I respect her for being real. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like,
But I'm like, what's the point?
She ain't. I mean, that some people like that. My mom was like that. Some people blunt like that. Like I would say some shit like that in front of you. You know what I'm saying? It ain't about. I feel like she would rather. I feel like I don't know the lady, of course, but like the reason I would do some shit like that, I would rather say so you don't feel like we talking about you when you get out the car. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna say what I gotta say in front of you. You know what I'm saying? Just in case my daughter tell you later, you don't feel no kind of way.
right.
You know what I'm saying? So be clear. Like, yeah, I said it. You heard me say it. So I respect that. Like, that's real. You know what I'm saying?
Nah, I'd rather. I don't care. I don't know what y'all talking about. I wouldn't have rather because what did I do?
What you say to your friend?
Nothing.
Say nothing
I told her to
about
take me home. That's the thing. You take me home now. I'm ready to go.
I mean, yeah, like the lady ain't coming. The lady ain't coming at you though.
It's just the fact that she looked me in my face, made eye contact, then said that shit. And then after she said it, look at me again. What you looking back at me again for? You want me to say something? you want me to respond? I kept it to myself. And then when she dropped her off back at home or whatever, okay, girl, where we finna go now? I'm just like, home? Take me home.
Where we finna go?
I'm ready to go. I ate. Thank you. You know what I'm saying? She wanted to, for some reason, I don't know. I'm just an overthinker. I felt like, I don't think it was a motive, but I'm just like, you wanted to come get me. Come ride around with me today. For what?
Okay, so
So I'm just like, I don't know if it was on purpose or I don't know if it was like I ain't saying there was a motive behind it. I don't know. I'm just an overthinker because.
you overthinking it now.
No, I'm not. I'm like, what you wanted? Why you so gung ho about coming to get me today?
It. I promise you overthinking it.
I didn't want to even go her.
A lot of older people is like that. The lady ain't mean no harm. That's just how.
No, it was other times where she was like that with other people. Just never towards me.
I mean,
but my mama was always around.
That's probably just how she is.
But what I'm saying is different. If you was there, you would understand. My mama was always around because we lived around each other. We went to school together. So mama was always there. So I'm just like the time where my mama wasn't there. That's what she tried to say something. So I was like, Mama, guess what happened? She was like, nah, she crazy. I remember back in the day. I'm just like. Makes sense now, but I'm just like that is kind of messed up.
Let's get into this interview with Jordyn now.
Yes.
Miss Jordyn Anese,
What's going on, RJ?
we got some questions for you. You ready?
Yeah, sure.
All right, first on, let's drop the hammer. How you like it at 92.7?
That's too funny.
The hammer.
Not drop the hammer. I love it. You know what I mean? It's like I'm learning a lot more than what I thought it was to the job. You know what I mean? Which is really good. Could take whatever these skills are. I can take them wherever. You know what I mean? the people there are really cool, from the programming side, which is the radio and stuff y'all hear, to the marketing side. You know what I mean? Like, they all are really good people, really good bunch. You know what I'm saying? I like the hours. I like the perks. I like all the things that come with it. So, yeah, it's cool.
Getting paid on time?
Regularly. Regularly.
As you should.
You know what I mean?
As
The
you
money's there. The money's there.
How does it differ from your previous radio experience?
I think with that, my previous radio experience was a bit more chaotic. You know what I'm saying? Like, it would be what you consider a mom and pop situation though.
Oh,
so whenever you go from something that's like a mom and pop to something that's corporate owned, it's always gonna look a little bit different.
You went from working at Boost to Verizon.
On my mama. So it's just like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's the difference. You know what I mean? Like, you know, what's asked of you is asked of you for a reason, like, and it needs to get done, like, but you also know that what you're supposed to be, like, compensated or whatever it is, like, you know it's gonna be there because all of those things are in place. And coming from the medical field, that's what I'm used to anyway. You know what I mean? I'm used to shit being in place.
I knew y'all had y'all shit together when y'all did the when I did the Ricky Smiley show, and y'all the old team and the new team showed up. Y'all, the new team had matching shirts on. I said, they unified.
I'm screaming.
They unified.
I'm screaming. It's all about the brand. You know what I mean? We outside. If we outside, it's 92.7 and we in the gear.
Right on. So what inspires you to get into the radio industry?
I've always wanted to do it. Like, my best friend passed in 2015, and that was our dream. You know what I mean? We both want to be in radio. And when she passed, it just was kind of like, if it happened, it happened. You know what I mean? Because I can't do it with my dog no more. Now, when I originally went up to 98.9 or whatever, I was going up there to do social media because I was working in social media. Like, I still have a few clients, but I was like, they knew they're going to need somebody. They need somebody to run their social media, period. So I'm in there, I'm talking, I'm just shooting the shit. And he was like, you ever thought about doing radio? I'm like, I have. He's like, let's go see. Let's go try. I was like, bet. You know what I'm saying? And it just kind of went from there. You know what I'm saying? So,
right place, right time.
For sure. For sure.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So who are some of your influences that you may have watched growing up?
Well, listen to.
Yeah.
Angie Martinez for sure. You know what I mean? Like, that's
on my list.
That's the top. That's my top dog. You know what I'm saying? Like, and of course, growing up around here, you listen to Tom Joyner, and even watching August's transition. You know what I'm saying? Like, knowing about all of the stuff she did in the background, and then her hustling to get to the front. You know what I'm saying? It's really dope, and her being from the city and all of these things. The Tom Joyners of the world and stuff like that. But for sure, like Angie Martinez, and just kind of watching how she moved through the industry, and then even Lala, because that's where Lala started. I feel like I think her radio and like just kind of watching how she moved through the industry and how she does things, and it just was kind of like they really be moving as women. You know what I'm saying? That's the women they really moving. So them two for sure. Then of course August. So
shout out to the hustling women of the world.
For sure.
I gotta redeem myself.
Is it working?
Yeah,
we gonna see.
Can you share any milestones throughout your career, any achievements?
I think for me, like, the biggest thing for me is that everything is like a full circle moment, right? I grew up in Flint, born and raised here. You know what I'm saying? We grew up listening to 92.7. So now you work for the station. And not only do you work for the station, like, you work in the community because they are so community driven. We do a lot of community efforts. You know what I'm saying? The back to school thing, Feed the City is coming up, where we partner with Wayne the Barber. And even that's a full circle moment for me. You know what I mean? Because I've been knowing Wayne for so long.
Shout out to Wayne.
For sure. I've been knowing him for so long. So it's like just so many full circle moments. You know what I'm saying? So those would be the biggest blessings for me. It's like seeing everything come full circle. It's like, damn, I get to live in this community, work in this community, do the shit that's like stapled in this community, which would be the station and everything. So you know what I mean?
Now, do you what kind of benefits do you get? Not like health and medical, but
I'm like dental, health, you know,
right?
Like a little therapy.
Like you on the same station as Ricky Smiley. So like, do you get like invites to his birthday party and stuff like that?
I know, you know what I'm saying, but like it's been little things come through, like interviews to talk to certain people and have those conversations sometimes, if they, if one of their A&Rs or whatever the actual title is from like the labels, if they got a show, they'll offer us tickets and stuff like that, like those kind of things, which is still cool. You know what I'm saying?
I take that. I'm simple.
Yeah, I got to go to the Chloe show when Chloe came, her first leg of her tour. We got to go. I took my god sister because she's 17, and she got to go backstage and meet her, and it was like weeks, I think, before her birthday. You know what I mean? So it was like a big deal. Her first concert. She loved Chloe, so that kind of shit be like, okay, this, you know what I'm saying?
Points for you.
This what's up.
Question: do you shit? I forgot that fast. Gotta
stop smoking that dope.
I do.
Right.
Somebody else go. I think somebody else go.
You could go, Trish.
Okay. Tell me about one of your your main
She's
monumental.
smoking dope too.
No, I be catching contact. I don't even smoke. When it hit me like a Mack truck. So tell me about one of your most monumental moments working for the station. Anything that you'll probably remember for forever.
I think just actually coming into the like realization that this is like my job for real. You know what I mean? Like that was big, because it's like I was doing what I was asked. You know what I'm saying? But recognizing that though, this is this is your job for real. You know what I'm saying? Like this ain't just a dream you live in. This is like you really living a dream in real time.
You get up, you do it every day.
No, for real. You know what I'm saying? So to me, that's the biggest thing. And then just kind of recognizing like, nigga, you work here. You know what I'm saying? Like you don't gotta come in here and like tiptoe around shit and like act like you work here. Like you sign, seal, deliver. The check is coming to the direct deposit. Like you work here. You know what I mean? So that's probably like the monumental moment for me. I think that's when the confidence really clicked in. Like you in here, bitch. Like you work here.
So do you ever like go somewhere, and people like, your voice sounds familiar? Do I? Yeah, I'm sure it happens a lot. Yeah, because your voice is very distinctive.
Yesterday I went to the where So Good was like feeding 1,000 kids. Beats and Beers partnered with them, but like So Good had the feed the kids thing. He do it every year or whatever. But I went yesterday and I'm sitting there talking to my homegirl. And one of her friends was kind of looking at. She's like, "This is Jordyn Anese. She owns Z92.7." She was like, "That's where I recognize her from." So that was pretty cool. And then especially like with kids, you know what I mean. I did live radio from New Standard, and one little girl came over there. She's like, "We listen to you every day on the way home." And I was like, "Oh shit,"
right.
You know what I mean? Like I cried, like, "What's wrong with you?" But no, it was cool. Like what I'm saying, that's so cool to me because I still just think I'm Jordyn. To me, I'm just Jordyn. But to them, it's like, "No, you in my car, nigga." You know what I mean?
Right. So, like I be hearing her because my grandma loved, like my girl Jordyn. Look, she played blow the whistle for me earlier. I'm like, because she asked me, "Do you know her?" I was like, "Yeah, I know her." Tell me, I said, "Play blow the whistle." I said, "Granny, call in." She too short.
Oh yeah, that's I know.
My granny, she from California, so all the West Coast shit is her favorite.
Right,
everything from Dre to Snoop, all that stuff. So
Jordyn play a lot of West Coast shit too.
Yeah. So whenever come on, you hear that? She playing it. You hear it? She like, "Go on, Jordyn, with your bad self." I'm just like, I'm gonna get to where you meet her one day, just so you can
let me know. I'll pull up on
it. Something.
She played Tupac.
I Get Around.
Every day at 3:30.
That's my favorite song.
Every day from 3 to 4 she play that shit.
I Get Around that's probably like that and Hit 'Em Up are the first two rap songs that I can go work for. Like I'm a Tupac fan though, right?
You can't play Hit 'Em Up though.
Right.
But when YouTube first hit, like you know what I mean, like and we was all watching, I was watching everything they put on there about Tupac. Like it was serious for me. You know what I mean? Huge fan.
Has it been something that you have not played yet?
That I like. If they not, you know what I'm saying, like if the song don't go to radio, then no. You know what I'm saying? Right. Like it's quite a few songs that don't go to radio that would be considered like B-side, you know what I'm saying, or they just didn't make it type shit. So
Right. Okay.
So I gotta know this. I gotta know this. I'm asking for everybody right here. Do that really be Keith Sweat at nighttime on the radio?
Who else is gonna be?
Sweat Hotel.
Oh, that's Keith. That's his shit for sure.
Do he really be live or that pre-recorded?
I think it's live, but it's like considered like satellite because he's not obviously in Flint. That show plays on different stations, but it's like a satellite situation. But I believe so. I believe most of them are live.
Okay.
I wonder why people. I mean, I know because it's Keith Sweat, but I wonder why people get on there and tell their business to this man.
That's the apology hour.
I know that, but I know that,
you can't see my face. Like it's really a protection thing. I feel like because you can't see my face.
No, but people know my voice. My voice is is annoying. So
Well,
if I call,
don't get on
you
there and
know,
call.
Don't apologize up on the
I don't got
radio.
nothing to be
Don't-
sorry
don't
for.
get on there.
Thankfully,
Don't apologize up on the radio, there,
Don't
girl.
call the sweat.
But
look, if I don't have nothing to be sorry about.
question. So do you have to work the board, or you got your own engineer?
No, we work the board.
Oh wow.
So they
Yeah.
train you all that stuff.
Yeah, they teach you all of that stuff. When you first get there, you think like you just finna go crack the mic and have a quick conversation with the girls. No. No, you sliding up, sliding down, like it's all one motion. After you learn it though, it's like, it's almost like, it's literally like breathing.
Yeah, it's like once you get it, you got it.
Right.
Type of thing.
For
Yeah.
sure.
Now, how would you define your success?
You know, I would define my success as like it being written. You know what I'm saying? Like it was just written. Like it was just meant for me to do this. Like my whole life, like I've loved to talk. I got a necklace on right now that's got a daisy on it. It's like, it's probably inside out. But the point of it is like my grandmother used to call me Daisy, but because of the old school movie Driving Miss Daisy, I used to talk a lot. Like I had a lot to say from like a young age. You know what I mean? And I remember like people, my mom's friends, my cousin, my older cousin's friends, they're like, she know all of the music that's on the radio. This is crazy. I was probably like 8. And you know what I mean? Like it's just who I've always been. I've always loved music. I've always loved to talk. And like the path my life has taken me on, it's just taken me there. And I've always loved to help people. So being a part of DZ and being a part of the community is just like, it's everything of who I am. Like it was just all written. This is just literally meant for me to do.
It all fell into place collectively.
Yeah, the way it was supposed to, for sure.
I like that.
Yeah.
I like that.
Well put.
I like that a lot.
So what's next for you? I mean, like, what? I mean, obviously you ain't finna lead 92.7.
Right.
But what's your goals for this? Like, do you want to move up in the company? What you want to do?
For me, like, I just really want to see where this take me. You know what I mean? Like, so for the most part, like, I want to work on social media, like my social media presence. I do have a group on social media called The Woman You Want to Be. You know what I mean? Like, I understand my demographic is women. You know what I'm saying? Like, I know that's who will buy into me. Like, I ain't saying, like, men ain't checking for what I got to talk about, but the people who buy into me are female. You know what I mean? So I do have a group on Facebook, and I'm growing that community and working that community as best as I can. I do have a writing space, and I used to write so much, like, all the time. So I'm back into that. I got a website for it, so I'm back into blogging and writing. And then I plan to write at least 2 books. You know what I'm saying? So to do those things while doing this and just see where it takes me. You know what I mean?
That's dope.
Yeah, I like
Yeah.
that. So would you
sure.
have any advice for anyone who wanted to maybe get into the radio industry, or just, anything that has to do with journaling or broadcasting at all?
Sure. I think for me and for anybody looking to really do anything, like, you just have to stay the course. I think a lot of times we want to do stuff, and because right now we so conditioned in having things instantly and stuff being instant gratification, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, we so used to that we think our dreams or what we want to do in life is the same thing. We think we can work on something for 6 months and we supposed to just see everything start to fall in place.
Right.
While some things might take 6 months, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
But other things might take years. Other things might take longer for the foundation to grow. I think that it's important to align yourself with the right people and to actually know how to, like, build relationships. I didn't get where I was by just seeing people out and being like, oh, what's up? I actually built relationships with these people. I was going to people's stuff. I was paying at the door. I was helping. Like, I was putting it together. I was doing all these things, and these people are still my friends or still cool to this day. You know what I'm saying? Like, I built these relationships on purpose, for a purpose. You know what I'm saying? And I'm in this position for a purpose. Like, so I think it's important that people recognize that too. Like, stay the course, but also build real relationships, because I see people all the time who would tell me, or somebody would tell me, like, oh, such and such said they know you, or y'all cool. I'm like, yeah, they know me. We not
Right.
cool. You know what I'm saying? Like, we don't have a relationship. They don't know how to network. Like, they can stop that. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
I
But
hate
that's
that.
important. That's the important part, for sure.
It's like, we know each other
Right.
about. Is
So-
it? Do you have my number? Probably not.
Right.
Right.
So with all these great things that you have done and want to do, what does your creative process look like?
It's funny, I was just talking about this earlier. I have a thing where I've been learning myself, for like ever, but for sure since I became a mom, because when you become a mother, like, you're a different person at this point. So in this space as a mom, I understand that in order for me for things to take off for me, like I gotta set myself up for success for it. Like if I'm a say I decide I'm a fast. If I say I'm a fast for 4 days, then I need to know for them 4 days, like what I'm gonna eat. You know what I'm saying? Like when at the times I'm gonna eat, like the waters need to be in the refrigerator already. Like certain stuff has to be in place in order for me to get it done. So my process normally looks like, that, having a plan for it. And then one thing I normally do to kind of get my mind off of whatever I've seen on social media or what's going on in my life is like I love to color. So in my private time, you know what I'm saying, like I'll reconnect with my younger self by coloring. Amazing. You know what I'm saying, and having those conversations with my younger self. So that's a part of my creative process.
That's dope.
Amazing.
See, and I always say you always have to, everybody has a big kid in them, and I always
love
have
color too.
No, for real. Yeah.
I was in special ed, so that was we colored all.
Were
the way
you
up to-
really?
No, not really.
Whenever
I wasn't in special ed. We used to color all the time though. Like I really don't know, but
exactly.
yeah, no. Like I usually color. You know what I'm saying? Like I color and just kind of reconnect with my younger self. And because when you see kids don't really have no fear. Like they just creative. Like my son's so creative. Like you know what I mean? Like they just do whatever they want to do.
They got no fear of failure.
Yeah, like so like me connecting with my younger self is just like, oh, this is what we want. You know what I'm saying? Like it's what we always wanted. And in those moments of coloring, it's just like those memories, that time. It's really a powerful thing.
I
But
feel
it's
like
a part
that's
of my
important.
creative
I
process.
feel like that is important. I always speak to the younger person or your younger self because a lot of times we forget about that. Like we once were young.
No, for real.
And you can always still, tap into that. We're getting older, but you're only as young as you feel.
No, for real.
So.
And then it's so much, it's on the other side of that, like it's so much healing that you do. You know what I'm saying? Like when you do reconnect or whatever with your younger self, it's so much stuff that we just left on the table as kids because now I'm grown. You know what I'm saying? I'm grown. I can't be worried about that. But in reality, like it's
probably
it's
should worry
in
about
there.
it. You probably should.
Somebody got to do something about it or you're going to crash out.
It still comes to surface
For
sometimes.
sure.
So it's good, your 8-year-old self, what happened when you were 8.
Yeah.
It's good to heal that because it can tie into your 30-year-old self.
For sure.
So it's good. I think that's a good thing. A lot of people need to, try to do that more. Some people, that's it. What happened. Okay, but
you're gonna have to rock. You're gonna have to get that together.
Exactly, because it's messing with your relationships and how you deal with stuff now. You 40.
For sure.
You know what I'm saying? So
For sure.
I think that's important.
For
I think
sure.
that's important.
That's amazing.
But yeah, I got anything else for her?
Is y'all hiring? No, I'm playing.
Not right now, but if we are, you know what I mean? Like I'll be sure to let you know.
Because you have reached out to me before.
for
I
sure.
appreciate that. It's just that I wasn't prepared.
Yeah.
But now
for
I
sure.
am. So let me know.
Okay.
And I would
For
love,
sure.
whatever guidance that you have for me. I welcome it and I would appreciate it.
Absolutely.
And I would respect and honor it.
Taking notes.
I got you.
I got yes, ma'am. So before we get out of here, anything you want to leave us with? Anything you want to update us on? What to look out for?
Like I mentioned briefly, we are doing Feed the City. It's happening on Tuesday, June 11th from 11 until 1. It's going to be at the Center for Hope over, where the old School of Choice used to be.
Yes. Yes.
Right over there.
Okay.
Us and Wayne the Barber and then Catholic Charities come together, do this every year. Free food while supplies last and a lot of other shit you just need out there. So make sure you pull up on us for sure.
And where can we find your social media so we can follow you and keep up with you?
Jordyn Anese everywhere.
All platforms.
That's how it's supposed to be. To be clear. That's how it's supposed to be.
If you type in Jordyn Anese,
certain people,
you're going to find me.
Anyway. And Star, where can we find you?
All right, you can find me on Facebook under Star Consuela, and then on Instagram you can find me on there as I Write Songs though. All right.
Where can we find you, RJ?
RJ Leary everywhere. Now watch this.
What?
Where can we find you, Teresha? We about to have a spelling bee.
No, we're not.
Watch
It's
this.
just Facebook, Teresha Simone Moore, Instagram, TEE.CIMONE. And then I also have my YouTube that's still out, up and running. We at 6K views right now as of today.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? We a couple months in. We still growing. I'm still learning, but we got there. We getting there. It's the T Spot, TEESPOT. And that's where you can find me. And if you see me out, say hi because I don't be wearing my glasses. I can't see that good.
See how many words she had to spell?
I'm so over you. You just gonna be a hater your whole life, ain't you?
I'm just telling you the truth. That's Jordyn got it right. You got it. Your name should be your same thing everywhere.
My name is complicated. Okay? Her name, you can read it. People be getting my name mixed up. I can't do that. I be trying to help, but whatever. Anyway, again, thank you so much for coming to talk with us.
Yeah,
we
absolutely.
appreciate you. You can come by anytime. You are
Thank
welcome. You
you.
are welcome.
Come back.
Come back now. And y'all, that was this episode of the All Purpose Podcast. Make sure you tune in next week.
Right on.
And we're out. Oh yeah, Out of the Mud.
Shout out to
Out of the Mud Entertainment. And of course, shout out to WDZZ 92.7.
Yeah.
Make sure you tune in, listen. August. Shout out to Nate, Angel. We love y'all.
Fuck Ricky Smiley though.
Man, come on, relax.